Hello, and welcome to my Let's Play of Remnant from the Ashes. I played this game before about a year ago. Um, game really, for a game that I had never heard of, that there wasn't a lot of hype around, I was really impressed with this game. Um, it's like maybe an oversimplification to say this, but it's like Dark Souls with guns. Um, was really impressed with it, so let's dive in and take a look.
I wonder what this is.
I'm not
Be useful.
terribly worried about my character. Just look, we'll just move each one of these a few, just to
This
say
looks like
we
it was
did.
important. Once.
Alright, sure, why not? Actually, yeah, why not? Okay, there we go. Offline. Okay, let's dive in.
What can we do when our last hope fails? That you must discover. Our last hope sailed this sea before you, in search of an end to the beasts that have hunted us for generations. An end was found, or so we thought. When the dragon rose into the sky like a phoenix, blazing in flames of agony. But our hero never came home. Only the storm, the beasts, the unshakable dread that something had twisted and turned. Your journey will not be easy. Storm swirls round the dragon's tower like a shroud. The dragon may be dead, but in its ashes, I fear something. What can we do when our last hope fails? That you must discover. Our last hope sailed this sea before you, in search of an end to the beasts that have hunted us for generations. An end was found, or so we thought. When the dragon rose into the sky like a phoenix, blazing in flames of agony. But our hero never came home. Only the storm, the beasts, the unshakable dread that something had twisted and turned. Your journey will not be easy. Storm swirls round the dragon's tower like a shroud. The dragon may be dead, but in its ashes, I fear something else has awoken. You will fight for every step. You must reach the tower, learn what became of our warrior.
Yeah, that wave's not looking good.
When our last hope fails, another shall take its place. So long as we have breath.
Okay. So we start with the sword. You know, I said it was like a Dark Souls with guns, if you will. While that's true, you can certainly do a melee playthrough. There's plenty of melee weapons, there's plenty of items that support a melee playthrough, but at least for me, if I'm gonna do Dark Souls with style with melee, I just assume play Dark Souls or Elden Ring at this point. So I need to die, or I'm going to die eventually. Part of like a scripted death, even if I clear these guys out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get killed so we can move on.
Hang in there.
Hurry
You're gonna
up,
be
Ellen!
okay.
We got company! Move! Move!
Now you could have fought further through in that little intro part.
You're
You
awake.
can whack your way through I don't know, a handful of enemies, and then you end up at the same cutscene.
Hi
But
there. Whoa, take it slow. You got hurt real bad. You don't want to start bleeding again, do you?
where am I?
Ward 13. It's safe here. Maybe the only safe place there is. I'm Wallace. I wanted to see you. I asked the commander if I could.
How did I get here?
Oh, Commander Ford and Mr. Riegler found you outside. They brought you here. But they said Mark wasn't coming back.
Who's Mark?
Never mind. The commander said you should come see her when you woke up. She's in the room down the hall. I'll see you later.
Okay, stranger in the base. Talk to Commander Ford. Looking right here on the mini-map. Yep.
Well, well, look who's awake. I figured you for dead. Riggs and I barely pulled you out of that mess.
Where's my gun?
It's with Riggs downstairs. If everything checks out here, I'll see you get it back. I'm Commander Ford. This is my base, and you, friend, are an unexpected guest. It's my job to know the kind of people I bring into Ward 13. We haven't seen a living soul on that shore for weeks. You will tell me why you were really out there, or we'll let the Root have you.
Eh, I don't have anything to hide. Trying to get to the island.
No one has been in that tower in a very long time, but you've got no chance of getting there in this storm. Truth is, the ward has been cut off. We had to block the gates after we dragged you in. The Root are everywhere. But now that you're here, I have an idea.
Sure you do.
Tell you what, you want to leave? You'll have to do something for us first.
Okay.
First, we need power. That storm knocked out our reactor recently. With enough power, we might be able to activate another way out of here. The reactor is on the lower basement level. Get it running, then nothing around here is easy. We already lost a man down there a few days ago. I suspect the Root have... Go check in with Riggs. I don't imagine your fists will do much against the Root. You do this for us, and I'll make sure.
Okay. So we got a few little intro missions that we gotta do around the base here before we can get out into the world and get into some trouble. That shouldn't take us too long. we got to get to the reactor, which is...
You picked a hell of a time to visit the ward, friend. Hey, friend. The actor's just through that door,
Yep.
down the stairs.
Right
Keep
through
your wits
here.
about you.
Reactor, basement 1. Here we go.
Where are you? I swear, if you try scaring me out. What? Where the hell did you come from? You nearly scared the life out of me. No one else wandering around down here. You're not from around here, are you? Name's Ace. Ace Cotterill? You?
Looking for the
right?
reactor.
Well, you found it. Starting that relic could mean trouble, though. So, you ever start a reactor?
These people just sit around and start reactors.
So you figured you'd just come down here and wing it?
Yeah, of
Lucky
course.
for you, it's just the press of a button on the terminal above
Always
us.
is.
Would have done it myself, but without knowing what might come sniffing around. With the two of us, though, maybe we got a chance. Okay, so
What a
I have an
gun.
idea. You go upstairs and start the reactor. I'll help you kill whatever comes our way. You probably need a weapon, huh? Let's see if I can find you something.
Okay. So we have Hunter, ex-cultist, and Scrapper. Scrapper starts with a shotgun, repeater pistol. Ex-cultist starts with coach gun, repeater pistol. And Hunter starts with hunting rifle, repeating pistol. On my playthrough that I've done, I started ex-cultist. Though like Dark Souls, like your starting class really only matters for the first few levels, and after that you can kind of build your character any direction. I'm gonna start with the hunter though. Start with the hunting rifle and the repeater pistol. We'll try that out.
There, that should improve our odds. Get up there and start the reactor.
Trait unlocked. We'll check that out in a bit.
Get up there and start the reactor.
Reactors. Okay.
Hey, stay focused. We're not done yet.
Shoot him in the kneecap, why not?
Still with me?
Yeah, I'm here. So far, so good. I Here's stuff. That noise typically means an elite spawned. That high pitch, like, boing.
I got you.
No problem.
There. That should do it. You fought good. Real good. Ford made the right choice sending you down here. You best go check in with Ford. Come visit my shop sometime, yeah? I'll make sure to give you the good in a fight discount.
Okay, heading back to Ford. Can I jump over this? Yep, cool.
Sure is good to have some light around here.
Oh, it's only got.
You're risking a lot for folks you don't know, stranger. Yes. You're trying to get yourself to that little island, yeah?
Indeed.
Word moves fast when there ain't many words left around here. Listen, friend, I know you don't know me from a can of paint, but I want to help.
I'll take the help.
You got a feeling of destiny about you. You're gonna save the world, ain't you?
I don't know about that. Just need to get out of here.
Oh, don't worry. Destiny will find you. Eventually. Here. I want you to have this. Not many people can keep their spirits out there in the world. An old friend told me this little bauble could keep even death at bay. And if you're looking to buy other treasures for you, Ace has got her own space over there. With that stone there. Free of charge.
Thanks.
Oh, one more thing. Ask her about the founder of Ward 13. She'll get you on. Oh, traveler.
So the dragon hearts are like your Estus flasks from Dark Souls, or your flask of cerulean tears from Elden Ring. So return to Commander Ford. She was up top. Go back this way, I think. Yeah, this way. Ford?
Glad to see you got the reactor running. And I see Reggie gave you the dragon heart. He wouldn't part with an artifact that powerful without a good reason.
Yeah, he's a loony. He thinks I have a destiny.
And I imagine he said I could help you. Very well. Reggie may play the old fool, but his judgment is rarely off the mark. You've proven yourself reliable, stranger. I'm willing to help you get on your way. But I doubt
Sure.
you'll last long out there without help. Go see Riggs and McCabe downstairs. Come see me afterward.
Okay. Think they're in here. Yep, there's Riggs.
Hey, it's good to see you on your feet again. Welcome to Ward 13. I did what I could to patch you up. You seem like a tough one, though. Name's Wriggler. Most everyone calls me Riggs. Well, your, sword was pretty banged up in the fight. Not much I could do with it, I'm afraid.
Rather have
The
a
blade
big
was
gun, to be
shattered when
honest.
we found you. Mostly scrap metal at this point. Ford mentioned we should help you get sorted for the city, As a thanks for getting us out of a bind. Ah, maybe we can put your old blade to good use after all. Ah, let me look.
Okay, upgrading guns and armor. Looks like we have enough iron for one upgrade. Let's go with the hunting rifle.
All right, hey now, that's better. Oh, and take this. It's not the strongest stuff, but more protection than what you've got.
So it should be the hunter set since we chose the
There
hunter
you go.
type.
A bit sturdier. Every little bit counts out there. We'd all be long gone if she keeps this place going. And helps folks like you. If you need any weapon upgrades in the future,
Will
McCabe
do.
over there will help you out with the augments for your gear.
Sounds
But,
good.
Stick to... You know, she's not much for chat beyond her work.
McCabe. Assuming this is McCabe.
So you're the stray Ford was talking about. We got plenty of mouths to feed without taking in random drifters. Apparently taking out a few root is enough for our commander, though. Ford's gonna give my time to every stray who wanders in. And we're having words. I'm McCabe. I'm the engineer. And you're a pain in my ass.
Why?
I'm not some scrap peddler, got it? I don't upgrade trash.
Jesus. Yeah, are you always
It's the
this grumpy?
apocalypse. I can be as grumpy as I damn well please. Let's see what we're dealing with here. From the look of that rifle, you're not getting close to the action. This'll keep those weeds in your sights. That's all you get for now. Get me more components and I'll make more. For a fee. Now get out of here. I'm tired of your yapping jaw. Yeah.
Jeez. She's personable. So, Hunter's Mark, weapon mods, right blocker to activate. Yeah, okay, some will activate immediately, some open up an alternate fire mode. Okay. So we don't have one for our hunting rifle just yet, but we do for our pistol. Okay. Turn to Ford. Should be on our way pretty soon.
Good to see you more equipped. Riggs and McCabe do good work. I hope this will be enough to get you on your way. We can't leave by the gates now, but the founder, my grandfather, gave me this key years ago. He said we should only use it when there's no other choice. Well, we are out of choices.
Let's do it.
Considering you stuck your neck out for us, it seems fitting you do the honors. There's a terminal downstairs in the main room. With any luck, we can get the thing running.
So we need to go in here, it looks like. No. Oh, here we go.
Really something, isn't it? I'd read about it, but I never saw it working. This red eye might be our only door to the outside world now. You want to get out of here? This is your shot.
What about the founder?
My grandfather was the commander before me. They called him the founder of Ward 13. He brought everyone to Ward 13 when the Root first attacked. He was determined to learn where the Root came from. He spent so much time out there, searching. And one day, he didn't come back. I never knew what happened to him.
Any clues?
There's a room just outside the ward. All his notes, any hint of where he went. It's there. If you want to reach the atoll, he may be... Listen, I know this has all been a bit rough for you. Been rough for everyone.
Oh, okay, well. Just got another weapon mod. Looks like a dog summon. Nice. Okay, so these crystals here, they're like the bonfires, if you will. They're checkpoints to restore your health and your dragon heart charges, as well as like fast travel points. So we can finally head out into the world. Hopefully get into some trouble, maybe find a dungeon. Get a mini boss in before the first episode ends would be nice. Investigate Founder Ford's hideout. Okay. The note here, feel free to read through it and pause it if you'd like. I'm not gonna read through all these notes. Oops, it keeps trying to grab this green item, but it keeps... Come on, game, don't be silly. There we go. And if memory is correct, yeah, there's a few hidden doors in this game. What do we got over here? A piece of iron, which is upgrade material, and then this drifter set. Or at least two pieces of it anyways, it looks like. We're gonna stick with the set that we get to start because we chose the hunter class, so we start with the hunter set, which gives us plus 20% ranged and weak spot damage. And over time we'll get different armor sets, and we may change it up as we progress, but for now let's just go with that. Okay, let's try and find our first dungeon. Find some new loots, some new guns. No problem. Something else we want to keep our eye out for is in each overall zone there's an item, and it's randomized. At least for a lot of the pieces of loot it's randomized. Some of the dungeons it's specific as far as like which weapon you're gonna get. Some of the weapons have specific dungeons for them. But each area is going to have a purple shiny somewhere. A ring or an amulet or a weapon, potentially. Oof. Luminite crystal. That's new. Very rare resource used to craft boss weapons and weapon mods. Okay. Nice. Skill point book, I believe. Trait point. Did we look at the traits yet? So over time we'll unlock more of these. For now we just have these 3. Vigor, which is increasing our health, endurance, and Shadow Walker, which reduces enemy awareness. Let's go ahead and pump another point into Vigor. More health's never bad. Here's something. I just don't see them. Okay, which way do we want to go? So to the right is likely. So we gotta go around this way. That's back the way we came. Okay. So we'll head this way first. See a green shiny. Ammo box. You can use those to replenish your ammo on the fly. Yeah, these overworld areas, I want to kind of get through the open world areas as fast as I can so we can spend more time in the dungeons. I don't really want to miss the items either, because that'll certainly help us get more powerful or unlock potentially different builds. Once you found the purple shiny for the particular area, then you're good. Let's see, I don't see anything. Run upstairs real quick just in case. It's a little bit easier to find the purple shinies like in the dungeons, because there'll be one in each dungeon. The dungeons are a little bit more narrow and linear. But there's a fair bit of this open world area to explore. Oh. I'm a reloadaholic. I love reloading.
It's over.
Many a times when I shouldn't be reloading. Sometimes I'll reload before I even killed the enemy, even with a half full clip. Okay, looks like first dungeon maybe? Yep, nice. So yeah, we haven't explored too much of this open area yet. Let's see what we got here. Sunken passage. Okay.
Oh, please. Don't let me get lost.
I don't want to go into that little cloud of smoke there, or fog, or whatever it is. Taking 2 early bad hits. But these first dungeons should be fairly short.
How's that, you bastard? How's that, you bastard?
How's that, you bastard? Funny. Okay, we can go right or straight. Looks like they kind of meet back up. We'll go this way first. chest, almost missed it.
Come on.
Some scrap and iron. Scrap is the, oh. No. Scrap is the currency, like money system, and then iron is used for upgrading armor and weapons. And there's different levels of iron. So I can't hit this guy until he moves his sword. Oh, oh. Did not mean to do that. Why didn't I heal? What happened? Did I cancel it? Come on, dude. Come on. Okay, that was... Now I got this bleed on me. Oh, it's ×2 too. That's horrible. Man, I hate to reset, but I honestly think that's the play real quick. I think I just need to reset this one. Yeah, I got bleed ×2 and I don't have a way to get that off me. And I don't have a lot of heals. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to run back. And just like with a Souls game, whenever we hit
I'm in trouble.
Whenever we hit the checkpoint to get our health back, all the enemies will respawn, but that's okay. Try and go a little bit slower and a little bit smoother this next time. Yep, consumables, yep. We should get our dog summon out. Oops, wrong button. Are you kidding me? Okay. I'm in the middle of playing Elden Ring as well. We got a Let's Play going to that, and the the heal button in this game is like the weapon art button in that game. At least the way I have my buttons mapped. So I keep going to use my weapon mod and accidentally heal them. But I will learn from my mistakes, hopefully. Let's get the dog out. Come on. Well, he sure does bark a lot. That's gonna get annoying. Okay, so the chests don't respawn, which I guess makes sense. Well, it's putting in work. Well, this is pretty much where we were when we restarted, and we're full heals, so we're progressing better this time.
He's down.
Get our doggy out again. Elite. Okay. I need to get over this. Maybe get a heal. Did the doggy get him, or is he still? Oh, there he is, right there. Okay, he's gone. Huh. Playing musical chairs with me, boy?
Oh, it's over.
Some loot, some loot. Need to pay special attention for purple shinies, but we haven't run into one yet, I believe. So this is now going back to meet up the way we already came, but I want to just check. So I don't want to miss our purple shiny in here. Oh, wow. Nope, roll. And an elite, okay. Who is it? Oh, we got lucky there. I got a few crispies.
Oh, that was terrible.
I mean, that was terrible. Didn't we get him? Okay, so let's just leave this back here, and we were on the other side of there. Peek through here. I don't see purple. Grab the ammo and the scrap. Okay. It's really important early on because we don't have any gear. We've got these empty slots here. So it'd be nice to find some early gear that will help us out. And this meets up to where we were, and then this way is new. Is there a jump in this? Can you jump? No. Doesn't look like it. No jumping. Strange coin, I'm not sure what that is. We'll take a peek. So I'm pretty sure every one of these dungeons is supposed to have a purple shiny. And we're at the end. And I didn't see one. I hate to run back through, but I feel like I have to. Let me pause the recording and then just run back through real quick. I'll be back with you here in a second. Okay, well I'm back. I ran through the dungeon back and forth 2 and 3 times, and I am not seeing the purple shiny. So, this is either the first dungeon that I've ever encountered that just didn't have one, or maybe it's gonna be further on. So we'll just continue. Maybe it'll be in this next part, but typically it wouldn't be. It'd just be a checkpoint and then a boss room. Yeah, there's the boss door right there. Okay, weird. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever done a little dungeon like that ever before that didn't have a purple shiny, so unless it just glitched. I mean, I looked. Well, this guy's pretty tough early on. This is gonna be... This might be... Why am my camera angle is all weird there? And that was pretty bad, but that's okay. I didn't expect to beat this guy first try. Just need to kind of get into a rhythm. I'm sitting there using the repeater pistol the whole time. I need to... Even though I should have known what we were getting ourselves into, I wasn't fully prepared. For some reason I thought maybe, so I didn't get an item, it was going to be some special event I'd never seen before, but no, it's just a regular mini boss fight. Get our doggy out. Okay, where is he? I hear something. Oh, there he is. Heal. Oh, I canceled my heal. Not good. Infected, so it's... Oh, okay, that's fine. I'm not kidding. I actually, this mini boss, I ran into him on my first dungeon as well, my first playthrough, and I kid you not, I think it ended up being the hardest fight I had through my entire playthrough because I just didn't have anything that interesting really to tackle him, and I wasn't really sure how to fight him. I'm pretty sure he has a pretty significant weak area on his back. It's just kind of hard to get to his back. And if I had like a shotgun or something right now, which I don't, I can get a few shots on his back and he's pretty much toast. We'll get it. It's gonna take me a while, but I'll get it. I gotta get better at rolling in this game. Okay, let's see. Do we have any traits? We can... Might as well get some more health. That gets rid of infected. Ooh, that gets rid of bleeding. Okay, that's good to know. And those are both already hotkeyed, it looks like. Okay. Where are you, buddy? Freaking me out. Let's get Hunter's Mark up. Oh, I felt like I had the roll there, but apparently not, and now I'm dead. Okay. Yeah, this guy was my nemesis on my first playthrough. I mean, I think I killed the final boss in like 3 or 4 tries maybe. I think I was stuck on this guy for like an hour. I just don't have anything good to combat him. I have to get good. I'm just so rusty. Panic, hitting the wrong buttons. Nope. No. Nope. I'm in a corner. This is very bad. Yeah, can't even get out of here. Well, slow on health. Close. Oh, I'm infected, so I'm coughing. No! Too close. Okay, there we go. Wow.
Oh, it's over.
Honestly, even though it probably looked pretty awful from your guys' perspective, oh man, that guy gave me so much trouble my first playthrough. Oh my goodness. You know, fight him later and kill him in 2 shots, but I just don't have any. My arsenal right now is really weak. That coughing is because I'm infected. It's kind of funny. Alright. Well, this was a good place to wrap up the first episode. Hope you folks enjoyed a peek at Remnants from the Ashes, and hope to have another episode ready for you folks soon. Take care and thank you. Hope you guys have a great day.